Hi, everyone. I am Camille back with another Astro-Bash interview. We are here with Dawn Connelly. Is that correct?
That
Uh,
is correct.
yeah, Dawn, thank you so much for joining us. Why don't you start by giving us a brief introduction, who you are, and if you want, you can throw your sun, moon, and rising in there as well.
I am an evolutionary astrologer for over 30 years now, and I found evolutionary astrology by happenstance. I guess I was learning in the days when it was really difficult to learn astrology. Be back before the internet, and we were
Yeah.
all with finding these back corner stores and weird places to get these teachings, and everything was pop astrology, and I was feeling very, I don't know, just very superficial. I didn't like all that. My head was so full of all this knowledge, and I just hadn't found a place for my heart to land.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and so that's when I met, that's when I found evolutionary astrology, and that's what I practice today. And yeah, so I've been doing it over 30 years, and
Wow.
I love it. And my name is Dawn, and I am a Sagittarius with Sagittarius rising, a Sagittarius Venus, all on the ascendant. I am
Ooh.
a 66er, which, if you guys know, this breed is really special. We have a we have a lot to do. As a friend of mine tells me, we all have this special look in our eyes, this craziness, because we were tasked in being the beginning of Gen X, right?
Yeah,
And
very
we
true.
are the people that come in and say, hey, look, this is what we're doing in this world, and that is how to evolve for humanity based on
Yeah.
not only who we are, but who we can affect around us, to
Yeah,
help them become
absolutely.
players so that we can be a collective.
Yeah,
So,
I love that. I love that. Well, what drew you to evolutionary astrology? I know that you were looking for something beyond just surface level, but what made you stick with evolutionary astrology over anything else?
well, the rest of it just seemed superficial.
Hmm.
When I met Stephen, I think it was oh gosh, it was the very beginning of the astrological apprenticeship program, and I just felt my head go into my heart, and I
Mm,
knew that that was the way that I could help to heal people.
yeah,
And yeah, and that was the thing, is as an astrologer, I took a very serious oath to first do no harm, and to do everything I could for the collective, to help us
yeah,
evolve. We discussed into a new, just go ahead and make yourself the best person you could be the change you wish to be, so that you can help others to evolve. I guess what best way to describe how I think of things sometimes is, do you know the story of the 100th monkey?
the what?
Do you know the 100th monkey?
No, I don't.
it,
Tell me.
oh, it's a very, whether it's myth or a true story, it doesn't really, it's irrelevant. But the monkeys, there were two groups of people that were studying these monkeys,
Hmm.
and they were studying them, and they were across a broad sea. Like, there's no way they could have gotten to each other.
Uh,
And they're studying these monkeys, and they were feeding them sweet potatoes, and the sweet potatoes would get into the sand, and the monkeys would pick them up. I don't want to eat that, right? And so finally, one monkey picks up the sweet potato and he eats it, and he just decides, no, I'm going to wash it first. So he
mm,
washes it first, and from that point on, all the other monkeys all over the world start washing their sweet potato, right? Even these ones that are far, far, far away. Basically showing us that if one more of us gets
yeah.
on board, that we can make a huge difference. It's like that
Wow.
tipping point.
Yeah.
So I think about that a lot when I think about my doing readings in evolutionary astrology. I think, what if this person is that 100th monkey? What if I can
Ooh.
help them remember what their soul is is screaming? And what if
Yeah.
I can remind them of how to be in that grace and in that space of integrity and love, so that they can be the change they wish to see, and so that everyone around them is therefore uplifted.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I love looking at each client as the 100th monkey. I want to take that with me because you never know
100
how and who you're going to spark change, right? That's gorgeous.
What's
Um,
almost even scarier is when you ask yourself, what if I'm the 100th monkey?
right. Well, you and I both.
Right?
Well,
Right? No, yeah. Oh.
tell us a little bit about what you will be talking about at Astro-Bash.
So I will be talking about, as far as readings go, the importance of actually uh, grounding a client into a reading as by giving them a touchstone, by giving them a
Hmm.
daily practice when we set them free, or when they, they go, they're like, yo, here's a reading. Normally, a client would go home and go, oh, normally today, it wasn't like this before, but the client would go get in the car, listen to maybe that version of the reading you gave them. Then they call their friends, and then they get on the internet and they start searching for their sign, and they'd have like too much information in here, right? Just this overload.
That's
And
true. Yeah.
yeah, and so what I like to do is give people something they can hold on to,
Mm.
give them a practice. When you go home, you're going to find something about the client. We're going to find something about the client and assign them that thing so that they can go home and just connect back into this thing
Yeah.
that reminds them of who they truly are. And we already do this in essence as astrologers. We go, oh, when you're by just doing this, we kind of give a diagnosis, but it's not. It's kind of so I feel like it's more important. It's almost like homework, and I almost hate to say that word,
Yeah.
but it is homework. And if we want to evolve today, I think homework and touching into something is just so important.
Yeah. What are
You
some
can't just
examples of touchstones that you've given your clients? Just curious about how that looks.
Oh, it's kind of fun because you like if you get somebody recently came over and they said they were very Sagittarius, and they said, "Oh, we don't have. I don't think that I like horses," she said, because I love horses. And it was funny because as I said, look around my house, I'm very Sagittarius, and I didn't think I liked them either. And we looked around the house, and she went, "Oh, because I have all this art that has horses in it."
Yeah.
And so she goes, "Oh, I do like horses." And so I actually gave her a little horse that I had. It was a little trinket, just a little horse. Actually, it was kind of an eraser that my grandkids had given me, but it was just like a little horse. And
Oh.
so every single day, I want you to think about what this reminds you of. And to her, we had discussed this. To her, the freedom and the
Mhm.
power and just the expression of just being a wild horse,
Yeah.
or it meant something to her, but she didn't quite get it. So when I gave her the little horse, and every day she's actually, this was pretty recent because the woman is like in her 70s, and she actually says, "Oh my gosh, I look at my little horse and it reminds me that I'm free."
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah,
What a gift to be able to give them.
I know, and it's such a simple thing, and
It is.
I think it connects us in, as astrologers way deeper because we start looking at this solution that we can hand
Mm.
our clients. Not everybody has access to their clients where they can physically give them something,
Yeah.
but we can give them a picture.
Yeah.
We can give them, Stephen always told us with the sun, find pictures of the sun, look at pictures of the sun. And it's funny because everywhere in my house, there are already pictures of the sun and horses. And, I know, right? And so just finding that meditation that a client's probably already working with
Yeah.
gives us access to that energy, as well as an ability to check back in with them and see how they're doing, or them giving them the right to check back in with us,
Yeah.
saying, here's my homework assignment, here's how I'm doing, I have a question,
Mhm.
and giving us this ability to connect back in.
Yeah.
Because
Instead of just
recently I
having it
actually
be
found
like
myself
one and
looking,
done. No,
right,
please
yeah, because I
continue.
was
Yeah.
looking at it recently, some of my charts, and needing to do a repeat reading, and I'm like, what is it that I gave to this person?
Mm.
And it was like a lot of times it was, yes, I told them, their mother's doing this and all this personal stuff, but
Yeah.
it didn't equate to that one thing. Like, did you do your homework? And it's not a judgment, it's nothing like that. It's just, did you do your homework? If not, why not? Do we need to assign you something else,
Yeah.
or do we need to look at why you're not doing your homework?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, I don't know. We'll see how it all goes, and I'm just looking forward to sharing that and everything else that we're doing at Astro-Bash. I'm
I'm
so
looking forward
excited.
to hearing that. I've never heard that concept before of like giving them like almost like a totem to hold on to so that it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to stop just after when the reading ends. It can be something that continues on and on and on. That's
Right. It's a
a
touchstone. It's a touchstone. And
yeah.
meditations are touchstones, and just giving them a meditation. You give them the meditation or the practice or the item, and then you give them, say, 40 days. Because in
Hmm.
the world, there's so much value in touching back
Yeah,
to the earth. We have to live in, I know that it's like a whole new world, but we have to still exist in this matrix before
absolutely.
we can transcend it. We have to use
Yeah,
the matrix. So yeah, so it's
that's
going to
so
be great.
that's genius. That's a great idea. Well, let people know where they can find more about everything that you offer, where you are on the internet, and how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, we so I am an astrologer, an evolutionary astrologer, and I do sound healing with planetary gongs.
Mm.
And it is Sound and Star, and it is soundandstar.com or soundandstar@gmail. That is our address, and we live out in the desert. And I actually have a living chart here that we could maybe discuss in a future, episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
a living chart out here in the San Diego desert, where I do I bring your chart to life.
Wow. So are you gonna bring those gorgeous, what are those like gongs behind
So,
you to the conference?
oh, I'm gonna bring some. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna bring some gongs,
Yay.
and we're gonna experience the frequency of astrology.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
so
and I'm really
exciting.
excited because this is, I yeah, my group is actually, I was one of the first people to ever sign up for Stephen Forrest, and I feel like we have all been on our mythological, journeys. It's
Yeah.
like the hero's journey, and we're all coming back to share this with each other. And anybody that gets caught in the crossfires, I guess, anybody that's showing up is going to be benefiting so much from this incredible just interaction with these wise astrologers, and these, just all of this coming together in a way that is not superficial. And
Yeah.
that brings me to the one question that we have left, which is what I don't like about mainstream astrology and the
Yeah.
misconceptions. That has to do with the sensationalization of things, the way that somebody says, "Oh, if you're this, then you're that."
Yeah. I don't like that
Yeah,
either. Yeah.
no, it's not. It just, if it doesn't touch your heart, if it's not designed to change and better humanity, don't put it in somebody's head. Don't
Yeah.
put that stuff out there. I've seen some really, really damaging, ugly stuff lately, and it's just like, why would you say that?
Honestly, yeah. I love what you said in the beginning about do no harm. I feel like people need to like constantly remind themselves of that. Is what you are imparting going to uplift, or is it going to make people feel like stuck or like fatalistic about themselves, right?
You're
That's
not
it.
here
Yeah.
to wow somebody. We are here
Yeah.
to help them evolve as individuals so that they can help the collective, so that we can
Yes.
level up in humanity, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we forget that, we're gone. One of my
Yeah.
favorite astrologers ever was Alice O'Howell, and I have this actual thing on my wall, and it speaks, first do no harm, and it says that when you look upon a chart, be in awe, be in reverence.
Mm-hmm.
That is something magical to behold,
Honestly,
and
yes, I agree.
treat it in a way that, yeah, treat it as such.
Yeah.
We can help people. If it's not helping people and it's just bringing attention to astrology, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the predictions.
I can talk about that for forever, especially in the way that the internet has just exacerbated all of these bad takes, what I think personally, and how they're just like so out there for
Some
consumption.
of them I've seen, I'm just like, what? Are you
Yeah.
really doing this? And sometimes I'm like, don't even click on it. Don't even click on it because you don't want to engage, right?
Don't comment, right?
It's like, don't even engage. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, which sex sign? Which, like I remember Stephen saying once, he said, all signs have sex.
I mean, yeah, we're all human.
Sex signs, they all have sex, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, you are adorable. Thank you so much for this. And
Thank
I'm looking forward
you.
to seeing you, because we're
Thank
together,
you.
and I'm going to bring these gorgeous dogs.
I can't wait. I can't wait to like
To be there.
feel into the frequencies of it all. So thank you so much, John, for
And I
joining
know
me here.
I know that everyone who is aligned with this and is called to be there will be there. They'll figure out how to get there and how to be there. And it is such a magical place and such a magical time. So
I can't wait. It's in 2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope everyone who is watching this can attend. Again, you can go to www.info or www.astro-bash.com. Mercury is retrograde, sorry. And you can sign up to join us in person, or you can sign up to join us via live stream, which is the second best way to tap into this magic. Dawn, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your perspective, and I can't wait to see you. Thank you.
I can't wait to see everybody and having a magical, magical time. See you guys.
Yes. Bye.